Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Facebook. Hello, LinkedIn. Excuse me. And hello, YouTube. My name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the business plug. And so today I am coming on to talk to you about Ask Me Anything. Like, this is Ask Me Anything, but in case I don't get any people because you're all doing the great things with your family and friends and you're celebrating Christmas, first of all, Merry Christmas to all of you. If you are watching this or if you're watching it in the replay, please put hashtag replay. And if you have any questions after I've aired, you're welcome to leave your questions and I'll get back to them. So hello, hello, hello. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you and your family are having a great holiday. I was supposed to join my son, but sleep got me today. I got cold. When I get cold, I go to sleep. And so today I went to sleep. And when I woke up, it was almost time to do this. So I didn't get to join him and his extended family, his in-laws and his wife and her family. But Merry Christmas to them. And I just want to talk to you about mind mapping. First of all, I want to talk to you about the upcoming class I have on January 7th. So if you have a business idea, and it doesn't matter whether you've started your business idea or whether you haven't and you just need some support, whatever way it is, if you've just started and you need support, or if it's not even started yet and you need support, I have a cohort coming up on January the 7th at 10 a.m. It's a Saturday class where I teach you how to do business well. And I'm using the Kauffman Foundation's Fast Track program because their curriculum is the best out there. They are the number one philanthropists of entrepreneurship, and they have graciously given me a certified affiliate of their program. So I'm actually able to go in, and they just put it on the Canvas platform. So it's on the LMS of Canvas, and you can reach it from home anywhere in the world where you have internet. You can attend the classes and learn how to do business well. What I find is a lot of people know exactly how to sell, right? How to sell something. But what they don't know is how to make a business that's sustainable. And so that's what this program does. It gives you things to think about. It goes a little deeper than some of the other programs that I'm used to, but it teaches you all about entrepreneurship from a perspective of the business side, right? Not just the selling something, not just the shiny objects, but also the grunt work, the behind the scenes, the things you need to know about customer client attraction, the things you need to know about operations and automations in that, and then how to navigate business, period, right? So that's what's coming up on January the 7th. And so in the link, I have placed a link if you're interested in joining the class. $50 reserves your seat, and then you pay the remainder by week 4. So $50 reserves your seat. The total class price is $247, and by putting the $50 down to reserve your seat, you get to talk to me, and we talk about your business, where you are, so that I make sure that you get the benefit of the class. Because this is about, in 2023, I want to encourage business owners to do business well. And so a lot of people start business because that's the easy part, even though it may not seem like it in some places, because there are guidelines and rules and regulations and all of that. But in general, starting a business is the easy part. The harder part is becoming and staying sustainable. And so that's what this is about. This is about teaching you how to become and remain sustainable. And so that's what the class is about. 12-week class. It's like $21 a class, right? 12-week class where at the end, if you do all the work, you will have a submittable business plan. So for $247, you get the education and you get a business plan. Where else are they doing that? Nowhere that I know of anyway. But in any case, so that's what we're doing. And if you're wanting to register, the registration is in the description of this video. Now, with that out of the way, also, if you want to come on and be a guest of the Business Plus Mixer, you are welcome to come join me here and talk about your business, talk about yourself, talk about something interesting, help educate us. I'm booking, I think I have 1 or 2 more Sundays in January that I need to fill, and then I'm going to start booking February. So if you are available in the next couple of months and you would like to be on the Business Plus Mixer, then by all means, the link is also in the description of this video. Go ahead and sign up, and you'll get to talk to me beforehand, and we'll see how to get your business, your idea, you on the Business Plus Mixer. So there's the two the 2 things I must do to start off the program. Oh, and also, if you're watching this on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like, go ahead and push the bell so you'll know when I'm on, and that way you'll come on and you won't miss a thing. Even if you have to watch the replay, you'll know that I came on. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and push the bell, and that way you can stay in tune with what's going on. I got so many great people coming in the month of January. I'm excited because it kicks off January the 1st. And January the 1st, I'm bringing my new friend from, he's in Connecticut. Yeah, he's in New Haven, Connecticut. He's going to talk to you about, you know how people tell you, you need to get all this work done. Like, you need a website. You need to get cars. You need to do, guess what? He is a one-stop shop. He does all that. He does the graphic design. He gets the websites up. He's an all-in-one. And it's called Off Source, and he's coming to talk to you about what he does. So you'll get to see him on New Year's Eve, right? New Year's Day, next Sunday. He's going to come on. He's going to be my first guest of the year. And so he wants to come on and help business owners find solutions so that we start the business year off doing the right thing, getting the things we need, getting ourselves in shape so we can get funding and get support and get all the things that businesses need. So so that's what we're doing. But tonight, I want to talk to you. I know you've seen that mind mapping presentation right there. And I want to talk to you about that because here lately, I have found that there are a lot of businesses who are ready to bring on team members, right? And when they're bringing on team members, they're like a lost ball in high weeds. They're like, okay, what is step 1? What is step 1? How do I know who I need? And how do I know that I have enough work for them to do once I get them? Like, there are so many questions when you're the CEO and the founder. And if you're wearing all the hats, so I have a process that I use when I'm dealing with businesses where we go and do what's called a job breakdown. And we look at all the different hats that the business owner, the CEO wears, right? If you are a solo entrepreneur, if you're a solopreneur, you wear all the hats. You wear all the hats. And so a lot of the things I find is if you're a solopreneur, you do a lot of things on autopilot. You don't even think about it. You just do them because that's what you're used to doing. And so because of that, when we're talking about creating teams and expanding your business and building your business, then we have to go back and look at all the different things you do. You know, we do time studies to find out what you do and when you do it. And then we start disseminate, like breaking all that up and putting each in a category. And then we're able to see who you need to come in and help you first. That's the main thing. Like, yes, you do a lot of things. You do a lot of things if you're a solopreneur. But if you're getting ready to build a team of supporters, and that's how you're going to scale your business, is the thing about it. And I love Perry Marshall's book about the 80-20, the sales and marketing. But in that book, he also talks about the different job levels, right? So he talked about the $10 an hour job, the $100 an hour job, the $1,000 an hour job, and the $10,000 an hour job. And what he recommends is that you as a CEO, you need to be doing some $10,000 and some $1,000 jobs. But a lot of times when you are the only person, you're everything, you know, your everything in the business, you don't have the bandwidth to do all these CEO jobs because you're doing all these menial jobs, right? And so what we talk about and what I've been doing is I've been helping some really powerful businesses find how to build their team, like identifying what it is they need, who it is they need, and so that in 2023 they can start hiring staff. And you're talking about relief, and you're talking about, tense moments in the beginning, but as we go through the process, they're like, oh my gosh, because in the process, you not only learn about your business, you also learn something about you as a business leader. And so in doing so, we're writing SOPs, those standard operating procedures. We're getting ready to put, things in place where they can come bring staff, and not only bring staff, but we're trying to reduce the learning curve. So understanding what tasks they're doing today helps them to understand who they need to come in to do those tasks and what skill sets need to be in their hiring process. Like, what are they looking for? What do they need when they're putting jobs out there? You see job descriptions. A lot of people who are ready to start building teams have no idea who it is they need. They're like, I don't have enough work for these people. I don't have enough work. And so we talk about the whole bringing them on part-time versus full-time. We talked about, working from home versus at a location. We talk about a lot of different things. But all of that is to help them to understand who it is they need and why this is a perfect time to get someone who is in the HR field. So if you look at the mind mapping, this is pretty much the little standard we use. So first of all, we think about the topic. What is it that we want to do? So in your mind mapping, you're thinking, okay, what is it we want to do? In this case, we want to build a team. So you want to build a team. That's the topic. So then we write down everything we know about a team. What is a team? What does a team look like? And how do you know this is a successful team? Like, how do you, if you identify any teams out there who are doing exactly what you think, that's a great operating machine. Like if you go to Chick-fil-A, right, and you see how quickly they get their customers through the line and get their orders right and all of that, then what makes that work? And why does that work for Chick-fil-A? But then you've been to another restaurant and they can't get an order right to save their lives. Like, what is the difference? Why is it this group of people is knocking it out of the park, and that group of people is having so much difficulty? And most times it's because of the standard operating procedures. They don't have it. They're just people just working, doing their own thing, and there are things that fall through the cracks. There's no quality assurance. Like, they are selling a lot, but they're not doing it right, and so you can't get you can't get your orders right. You can't get happy customers. People are bashing you online. Like, all these things are happening. You're like, why is it happening? And most of the time it's because people have not stopped and start brainstorming. What is it like to have a team that's functional? Like, what does it take to have a functional team? So what I do is I go in and I usually meet with the CEO, or I'll meet with somebody that's high up on the team, the senior management, the leadership team, and we'll talk about what they do today. And so we'll talk about, I'll tell them, okay, take me through your customer's value cycle. Like, tell me what happens when they first meet up with you. Where do they find you? So we start talking about, they saw my ad, somebody referred them, I got an email, whatever that looks like, the first time their customer touches them, right? What does that touch point look like? Then we go, okay, so this is how they are introduced to you. And then what happens? And so I walk them through their customer value chain because I want them to understand what their customers are incurring. So a lot of times people set systems up and they don't go back and visit them at all. And then they don't know it's broken until somebody posts something on Facebook, or somebody posts something on LinkedIn, or somebody talks about how horrible the service was for them. So we go through their customer value chain and we talk about everything that touches their customer. We go through the whole thing. And so we go through that, and that's where we identify the problems, right? Oh, okay, we get orders wrong. Okay, Nobody's happy. We're getting bad customer service reviews. Like, we find all the problems, and then we start working through how can we resolve the problems. What is it that we need to do in order to get the problems solved, in order to repair our name and our image out in the industry? What does that look like? And so we start thinking about what all the problems are first, identifying all the problems that we have, and then we start going through the problems, and we create at least two feasible solutions based on what's happening, right? So we talk about the solutions, what's happening, and how do we get it fixed. So we look at more than one way of creating a solution, right? Alternatives. We try to think of all the different ways that we could fix it. And then out of that, we pull out the ways that work best and that fit the culture of the company. By finding the solution that works best, it's not too traumatic on the solopreneur because it's probably just tweaking something they're already doing. So we talk about that. We do a whole workflow. We walk it through from the beginning to the end, and we try to see all the different touch points. We try to make sure there's quality, right? We try to make sure there's time measurements. How long does it take you to do this to that? And we start really, really breaking down all the different things that they do. Like all the different things. And I'm fortunate in that some of the businesses I've worked with, they're very good at customer service. So the end result is we try to create an avenue where people can tell them about the problem as opposed to telling the world about the problems, right? So we make sure that we are customer focused and that we are putting measures in place and controls in place to make sure that they are given the best service ever. Like, we're making sure they follow up because, that's where the money's made, right? In the follow up. And so we teach them about following up. But we go through and we dissect that entire process, their entire customer value chain, identifying what's working and what's not working. And by doing that, we're able to help them to find solutions. And so they end up with a checklist of things they need to do. I mean, they check it off. This is a 3-hour meeting. Like, it's not a one-off meeting where we meet for an hour and you go do the work. No, we get pretty deep and we dig all the way in, and we make sure that they have solutions, they have resources, credible resources, not just anybody. They have credible resources, and they have a plan for moving forward. We create an action plan. And then in a week or so, we follow up to make sure that if they ran into any obstacles, that we're giving them workarounds and solutions so they're still not stuck. So that's the process that we do when we do the 360 business assessment. And we do that a lot. And we've been doing it a lot here lately because we have businesses who want to scale, businesses who are ready to expand. And so this is giving them the opportunity to start growing up, like expanding their business and becoming a real business. And I love it when I hear business owners say, I didn't care for this at first because, Linda, you were getting too personal. But I wasn't getting personal because they consider it personal because I asked them to be 100% transparent. And so when you shortcut things and when you do things a certain way, when it's just you, I get it. But then when you're talking about bringing on a team, okay, we have to put guidelines in place and controls in place to make sure that our quality and our ethics, that the core values of the company are not being compromised. And so that's what we do. So that's what I did today. So this is a Ask Me Anything. So again, I know that you're spending time with your family. I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. I hope you and your family are having the best Christmas ever. And I just came on to tell you about mind mapping and how to build a team. So if you are in the new year planning to bring on team, let's have a conversation about that, because I want to make sure that you understand all the different jobs you're doing now. Some of them on autopilot. Some of you don't even know you're doing them until we, do the time studies. But let's talk about how we can get you to doing business well in 2023. My name is Linda Murray Bullard. They call me the business plug. And so today I'm coming on with the Ask Me Anything, and also talking to you about how to use mind mapping in order to solve the problems that are in your business in 2023. I'll see you in the new year, and I hope you all have a great week. Bye-bye.